Hello and welcome back to another episode of Attack of the B-Team. My name is Classic Tim, and despite what you're seeing here, I didn't die. I didn't. I still got all my stuff, and including my stuff here, but my stuff is here, and I have a gravestone, which is confusing because I have a Death Ender chest here, so I shouldn't get a gravestone because my Death Ender chest should have it. But if I look at this, my Death Ender chest has my stuff in it. My exact tools, which I'm currently holding, and some other stuff. It's missing some stuff, but most of it's there. And I have a gravestone, so let's go ahead and break the gravestone and see what pops out. My head. Classic Tim's head. Okay, so let me explain what happened here. So as you can see, I'm out of food, and I didn't have any more, so I had to go back to the overworld and find another one of those hay statues, so I could make some hay here, just like this, or well, I guess it's wheat. This is just an easy way of getting food until I'm completely established here. So this is how I've been getting my bread, which I've been eating, and it lasts a while. I've only had to go through a couple of those statues so far. But here's the weird thing. When I went back to the overworld there, it's hard to explain, but I found myself standing like another character of me, Two Badges, that song. It's kind of like that. I walked up and there I was standing there, so I'm like, okay, must be a glitch. So I ignored it for a while. I went and found my my hay and everything, and he was still there when I got back, so I relogged, and he was still there. So now I'm like, okay, well, that's a little weird. Oops, we just lost those gas tanks. That's fine, though. They were duplicated anyway. So he was still there after I relogged, which doesn't make any sense, because when you relog, it's supposed to fix it. Relogging fixes all those syncing bugs. So now I was really confused. So I went ahead and hit him with my cleaver. And he died. It said Classic Tim has been slain by Classic Tim. So I killed myself, literally. But nothing happened. I didn't think anything of it because he just disappeared. But then when I came back to my space station, I had a gravestone here. My stuff was gone, and my stuff was put in this ender chest. So these syncing errors are becoming more advanced here. And that's why I got the head, by the way, because I killed him with my cleaver here. My cleaver has beheading on it. Because it's a cleaver, and they have a base trait of they cut off animals' heads, or monsters' heads, or players' heads, in this case. So now I guess we have my heads hanging around here. But yeah, this is really weird. It could have something to do with me switching over to a server. I switched from a single-player world to now I'm actually running a server for this world. I'm still going to be playing by myself, or at least a while anyway. I may add someone in the future, I don't know, but definitely right now it's going to be single player. The reason I did that was for a couple of reasons. One, because it's easier to manage that way, because it's not a single player world. It's easier to back up, so I don't have to, I can do it a way to automatically back it up. And I was hoping it would fix some of my syncing issues. I don't know if it really has yet, I haven't been playing for that long on it. And also, I play on multiple different computers sometimes. So it's not as hard to switch from one computer to another. All I have to do is log into the server, and I'm back where I was. So that's pretty much what happened since last episode. So something could have happened to where this was the single player me, and this was the multiplayer me, and I killed the single player me. Something like that. I don't know, but either way, I'm definitely going to be getting rid of this stuff. So let's go ahead and just dump all my stuff in here so I know which is which. Because for whatever reason, it didn't do all my stuff, just some of the stuff. I assume this is the stuff that I logged out with last time. And then let's hop up here and throw all this into the abyss. I guess rocketing down to Earth to get incinerated in the atmosphere. Bye. It sucks when you actually drop something off because you can't fly down. Here's a bit of a spoiler here, but you fly down just as fast as it drops, so it's literally impossible to get, which kind of sucks. But while we're out here, let's talk about what I did. to the outside of the space station here. So obviously I added a bunch of windows. Let me know what you guys think about these windows. Is it too many? Is it too many windows? I kind of just did wherever I could. So, you know, this line here and inside here. I added these windows here. So I like it, but I don't know if other people are going to like it. I can definitely live with it. But, you know, with these odd shapes here, like this window, you really can't get something too smooth. But I think I like a lot of windows. It definitely looks better from the inside because you can see out more. So it looks less like a metal tube and more like a space station from the inside. I'm not so sure about the outside, though. And down here, I did something similar. I added some more windows so that we can see inside. We can see all the piping and tubing and the dynamos once they get in there. So it's going to look like we're really gaining a lot of power to shoot out this laser beam, which we kind of are. And then these are just a different style of factory blocks. I just put those just to see what it looked like, see if I got some like power energy rings or whatever for this laser here. And I think I kind of like it. It definitely adds a little bit to it. The problem was this was too thick, this main pillar here, and then it kind of jolted right down to something thin. So these rings kind of help even that transition out with still being able to see inside here. I actually still have a little door here. Let's see what we got in here so far. So still moving kind of slow. I haven't added any more dynamos. I actually was going to go add some more dynamos right now, but the whole death thing happened and I didn't have time. So I figured I'd just start the episode and I'll get some more in by next episode for sure. But yeah, we are getting actually quite a bit of lapis. We got some cobalt in here, which is useful. Some redstone ore, which we're going to need. Not a lot of iron, but yeah, it's pretty good. So we'll just keep that running. Eventually, we're going to have to hook this up to our system up there somehow. The problem is we'd have to connect it through the piping, so we're probably actually going to have to put a tesseract here and then get a tesseract out here. Okay, let's see if we can get out here. Still difficult to move around with low gravity. I think I heard someone mention it before, but I think that would be a cool thing for Galacticraft to add false gravity on the space station. You know, we've got artificial air, so it would be cool if we had artificial gravity too. And I couldn't imagine it'd be too hard to do because all you have to do is shut off whatever you're using to change the gravity. Because, you know, whatever you're using to give us low gravity, just shut that off, and then you have normal Minecraft gravity. I'm not sure if it's a problem with, like, I don't know if they can do it to where, like, if you're standing inside the space station, you have gravity, but if you're floating around outside the space station, you don't have gravity. I'm not sure if that's even possible. But I wouldn't be surprised. So we still have the normal dynamos over here. These are given plenty of power. I haven't needed to add any more, and I don't even have these hooked up yet. So this is running just fine. And I've still got this elevator hooked up here. And if you notice, we are using oxygen right now. Why are we using oxygen right now? We should be sealed. Unless I've unhooked something. Let's fly over here. Because I did add a bunch more sealers. That is our compressor for the tank. I laid out the leaves here for the most part. Just so I can designate where the walkway is going to be, because I do want a walkway in here until we get this thing totally filled up, and then maybe when we fill it totally up we can add more leaves in here just because we're not going to need to come in here, although we might need to come in here to service it a little bit. But these are all the leaves that I've added, but once we come back here then we'll see actually how far I got with the actual system. So let me show you how I did this. So here's the first oxygen collector. So this is collecting 340 oxygen per second. And I don't know how many of these... Okay, see now it's just too big. I wonder if I have a hole somewhere, because with less... I added from here all the way over here, as you saw. I did a pattern where it was... I'm sorry, this is probably kind of hard to watch with me bouncing back and forth. But I did a pattern of oxygen collector. For every oxygen collector, there's 2 oxygen sealers. So it's oxygen collector, oxygen sealer, oxygen sealer, oxygen collector, oxygen sealer, oxygen sealer, oxygen collector. And then I just have the oxygen pipe on this side and the power coming from this side. And that power is coming from this tesseract here, which is hooked up to that tesseract up there. So I'm not sure why we're not, we're disabled right now, because with less sealers than this, I had this whole area sealed. I think I only had up to about here, and the entire area was sealed, including all up here and down there. So I wonder if I broke something. I must have broken something because it like... Oh, I gotta get my tools, obviously. Let's get the pickaxe. Where's my pickaxe? Oh, it's doing this thing again. So we got 2 of all these pickaxes. That doesn't make sense because I don't... Well, that's about how many diamonds I had. Can I get a cleaver? No. Okay, let's relog here. And so yeah, like I said, I got the server up. It's whitelisted at the moment, so no one's gonna be joining. Now are we good? Cleaver. Oh well, this isn't good. I hope I didn't lose all my stuff in there because I just threw all my other stuff off the edge. I probably should have put my stuff in here. Okay, so I can't. I just have to break through this just by myself here. And if this is taking too long, I could always get a diamond pickaxe. But let's see. I'm still having problems with this thing, obviously. What's this? That's strange. Is this the stuff that I lost, or is this like my actual tools? Oh no, now I'm really confused. It will be towards the end here. Well, here's my cleaver. Man, I thought that making a space station would be fun and easy and just be all cool, but I'm having tons of problems. Is anyone else having these problems? Because I haven't seen anyone have problems like this with space stations or enhanced portals or anything like that. Here's my axe. I don't actually need that right now. I'll take my hammer. I haven't found another matok, so maybe it got dropped out, which would not be good. I wonder if it's got something to do with these pipes I have out here. But it was in the center here, so what was it doing here? I tried rerouting this. As you can see, it comes down here and then splits off, and it doesn't go to these anymore. But obviously that didn't fix it. I'm still having issues. So I wonder how my matok ended up on the ground, because that's not good. I could have lost that if I didn't come down here. But I don't see anything else. The only other thing I had was my bread. Is my bread in here somewhere? So I search bread. What do I get? Oh, well, now I've got more bread than I had because I only had a little bit. If I do that, will it actually come through? Nope, it's not. So let's break this, because normally this fixes it. If I break that and then place it down again. So now if I type in bread, I should get the right amount. Yeah, 58. Okay, so now that's doing all the particles, and I'm actually getting the bread. So let's see if I type in matok. Do I get something? No. Torches. I am so confused. This world is by far the glitchiest world I have ever had in Minecraft. I mean, we've had so many problems. Hopefully, though, things even out pretty soon here, because I don't want to keep dropping my stuff off the cliff here, or off into the atmosphere. Okay, but this is good for now. We are still not sealed because we are using up oxygen here. My mouse is getting sticky. Yeah, we're still using oxygen. So let's go ahead and break this down and see if we can find any holes in this. I can't imagine where a hole would be because all this was just sealed, and I don't know what changed. I'm not sure. And it was sealed after I put the windows in, by the way. After I put the windows in, I checked to make sure everything was sealed. Let's fly around here. Maybe we'll spot... I think that this window before was actually... I forgot to put the glass here. So this one was causing it, but it's good now. Let's keep on flying, see if we can find any windows that should be closed but are not. I've got some clear glass on me. just in case. Sealed, sealed, sealed. Everything seems sealed. I'm very confused here. This was literally just working. And then, of course, once I start recording, all this weird stuff happens, and then now it's not working again. And it's not saying it's not getting enough power, or... Oh, no, no, no. It does have no power. Why do they have no power? That's different. It should say no power, not the area is too big. Oh, these are getting power. Okay, so that's why, because some of these aren't getting power. So that's why these are saying that the area is too big, because these aren't getting power? Is that it? So why aren't they getting power? Enable. Check starting. It's all connected to the same wire. So let's just break them and place them again. It's the equivalent of restarting your computer. Alright, now they're getting power. And now we're sealed. So I guess... Do all of these now have power? Man, this is just one glitch after another. That one's disabled. We'll enable that. That one's disabled. We'll enable that. Those are probably just because those are the last couple that I placed here. Okay, so there's another glitch that is fixed. We are now sealed once again. So I don't need these anymore, right? If I take these off, I'll be okay. Alright, so now we have a completely sealed space station. This I would count as a sealed space station. All the little extremities here are sealed. We got this all sealed. I can still use my pipe, so all down here is sealed. Obviously where the laser is still isn't sealed, and above us it still isn't sealed. But we've got quite a bit of extra breathing room, so I'm not sure how much I can expand here, but I almost ran up there without putting these on first. So now it's easy to hop back and forth between sealed and not sealed. And so next we can start expanding, because it's easy to expand over here. Just add in some more leaves and some more power cables and some more sealers, and we're good to go to add in more. But like I said, I added almost twice as many as I needed to seal this area. So I should be able to add quite a bit more, and I'm not exactly sure what I should add first. There's so many things I want to do. I want to do a tree farm so that I could get these leaves easily, use a harvester because they automatically harvest leaves. And I want to do a Tinker's Construct room because we need to sort that out, make that a little bit nicer. I've got some other tools I want to make, and I want to make tools that use power, not moss. And I want to make a machine room that just has a bunch of machines in it. There are so many things that I want to do, but I'm not going to be able to do those today because my schedule is still a little messed up. If you guys don't know, my college classes have started again, so I'm a little bit tight on time, which is why this episode is going to be a little bit of a short one and a little bit of a talky one, just because a lot of weird things happened, and I've been switching over to the new server. So I haven't had a whole lot of time to record and do things, but I should be back on my new schedule soon, to where I can do my classes, go to work, and still have time to record. So without further ado, I will end this episode, and I will see you guys next time.